Hello, it is Thursday, August 29th, 2019. I am Oris, and I wanted to come to talk to you about emotional insecurities and what can happen when a person encounters a great deal of emotional trauma associated with life's events. Some of the things that I have gone through in my life path have been a lot of avoidance, distraction. I learned how to utilize distraction. Um, I got into trying to get into various spiritual paths. I tried to go down the Christian road. I tried to go down um, a pagan road. I've tried to go down, utilizing excessive amounts of exercise, which resulted in developing eating issues at a younger age. I had an opportunity to go and take care of that this summer, but then it came and then it went. And I was like, that's what happens. But anyhow, I've tried to always pick up things that don't really seem to work in the long run. They seem to work in the short term, which, for the acute phase, it works. But when it comes to long term and handling things down the road, some of the stuff I chose was just not good. Now, one thing I wanted to discuss regarding the latest method that I tried to use was tarot cards. So I bought a few different decks and I read the books and I proceeded to learn what the meanings and stuff were, and learned and also supplemented that with looking into numerology, astrology. There's a lot of details and stuff, and I'm still trying to figure out a good way to learn that. But I have great short-term memory. It's my long-term memory that needs a lot of work. And I'm like, sometimes you get hit in the head a couple of times, you have a couple car accidents or whatever, and then all of a sudden you just don't have anything in that memory bank. I'm sure there's stuff in there, I just can't access it. And my long-term memory has thus become a part of my subconscious section of my mind. So I'm like, oh no. But if I utilize the information, it won't go away. But so I have to. I know for myself in my struggles with different things that I have a tendency to just kind of shove it under the rug and be like, you know what, out of sight, out of mind. And for sometimes, I have fooled myself into believing that that was the case. That things I had shoved to the back of my mind had actually, healed themselves, dealt with themselves, when in reality they hadn't, as they come rip roaring back into a present moment later on. It's like I wasn't thinking, but my biggest thing now is facing things and trying to let go, because my issue right now is that I can't forgive people for some reason. I thought I had, and I felt better and I felt free, but I don't think I understand about forgiveness, other than the fact that I thought that if I did it and I let it go, that I would, just be right as rain, and I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be mad at anybody, and but that hasn't been the case for me. So I don't really understand forgiveness, I think, the way that I need to. Look at my hat's all askew. But so I've been having a lot more. I've been enjoying my life more. I've been gone back to school. I'm a bit older than the traditional students, and I have, a different life. My life is kind of backwards. Like I pretty much, started out, and then, in my 30s became semi-retired and pretty much, chillax. I've had a lot of blessings in the middle of my life, and now I'm starting to go, and go to school and start my work, my career and stuff at a later age. So it's been kind of backwards, but I am pretty much learning to do something so that I can give back for my blessings, and so that I can be open to other people. It's been hard to be open in the last few years because I have been probably, most likely, misperceiving other people's actions and intentions based off of similarly behaving individuals who really were not good, positive people. So every time I start to see a sign of specific types of thinking or reacting, it gives me a huge, and I close down, I shut down. I'm like, nope, not dealing with you, bye. And I have cut a lot of people out of my life. And probably some of those people were cut out wrongfully because they were showing me signs and symptoms of other people that were horrendous people. So that's another part of my emotional journey in learning to forgive and let go. Uh, but it's been a frustrating journey relearning how to think and process my emotion. I don't know why I just like loose lip today. I wanted to share this video, and I wanted to share a lot of videos based on my own life and my own experiences as a way to hopefully connect with people out there that maybe have, a similar way of thinking or a similar, way of reacting to the things that they perceive in the world, and wondering, if perhaps maybe I can, meet and talk with people and find out, what's been working for them and share experiences. That's what I'm hoping. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of negative people that will comment and things like that. And I want to keep the comment section open for people to be able to express, themselves. But at the same time, I don't want to sit there and read a bunch of negative, disgusting, disrespectful, rude commentary meant to be hurtful. It's like this world has enough pain in it, I think. And I think it's time that I reach out into the world and see if, I can find, people that can relate in different ways, and maybe we can help each other out. I'm not proclaiming to know anything. I'm not proclaiming to be some kind of a healer or a light worker or anything like that. I'm like, the only thing that I produce, that would be considered natural would be the flatulence associated with broccoli, baked beans, and lactose. It's about the only thing that I emit. Every once in a while I flash a nice smile at strangers, and try to make somebody's day somewhere. But other than that, I don't have any unnatural or supernatural gifts that I exude that's gonna suddenly make somebody's life somewhere just totally poppin' and positive. And I'm like, no, that's your own responsibility to make your life like that. My life was very relaxed. It was created this way. I had people supporting me after my issues that I had from a profession years ago. Had some things I had to work through. The brain, kind of got discombobulated on a couple of occasions, and I've had people that have been supporting me throughout my 20s and half of my 30s, and to help me get back in living a successful life. I'm not talking about anything criminal here. We're not talking about, I was in a gated community. No. It's nothing like that. It's something that I needed help with, and I needed to be taught that I deserved to be alive, and I deserved to be loved, and I deserved to be cared about, and I deserved to have people around me that could show me what it means to be patient with somebody who is not feeling like they deserve any of those things. And I felt like that for a long time, and in a life of self-destruction and people just would not let me, have my way of ending things. And thanks to them, I'm living a life that's worth living. I worked hard, and I, attained a Class A license. I'm in the process of going to school. I'm in the process of going after something that I'm passionate about, and it's writing. I'm looking forward to, getting some books published. I'm looking forward to traveling the world and giving back and volunteering the skills that I pick up in school to, share with others, and for them to share their experiences with me as well. I want to live an open, minded lifestyle more than I have been, and I don't want to allow ignorance into my life to the degree that I did let it in. And I want to be able to be like, you know what, the bad apples are the bad apples, but there's still a lot more apples in the barrel, and I want to look through and see which ones what kind of cool apples I can find. And so I just want to share with the world, and I want, anybody who can, relate to reach out, and we can, start out messaging on here and then maybe move to emails and things like that. But I want to take a lot of caution, because it can be very daunting to allow other people in and to show vulnerability. And so I just want to know that I want to take it slow with people, and I don't intend on rushing anybody into an email or I think it's safer to stay on the site where YouTube can kind of, monitor, the creepers and anybody else that's not good intentions. So I hope everybody has a marvelous day, and I can't wait to do my next video. And if you're having a hard time and you're having, where you feel like there's no one that you can talk to, you're free to, message me on here under the comments. But if it's something really, really like detrimental to where you need, intense intervention, then please get the help that you need, and have the professionals help you with the really intense stuff, because I'm not claiming to be no psychologist or anything like that. I wanted to make that clear, because I'm not going to be advising people on marriage or anything that I have no inclination about. And so I just want to make it clear that, just to cover my own keister. But anyways, everybody have a nice day, and until next time, this is Oris, and I'm signing off. Y'all have a marvelous day. Bye now.